Hi, my name is Bertrand Doeuk, the director and founder of the Brisbane Headache and Migraine Clinic. Today we'll be discussing the four most common types of headaches. Now, if you have ever suffered from headaches or migraines, 95% of you would have experienced at least one of these four symptoms. Now, the most common types of headaches is something called tension type headache. It affects 20.8% of the population of the world, which equates to approximately 1.4 billion people in the world. It does also affect females more than males. Now, usually with tension type headache, it affects both sides of the head. So usually people with tension type headache, the way to distinguish and diagnose is that pain affects equally both sides of the head. And it almost feels like as if someone is wearing a very tight helmet, and that helmet is squeezing tighter and tighter. Now, other possible signs and symptoms is that people can get sensitive to light, sound, or even smell with tension type headache. Now, once again, tension type headache affects both sides of the head quite equal, both left and right side. The pain scale for tension type headache is classified anywhere between mild to moderate and can last anywhere between 30 minutes to 7 days. The next most common type of headache is something called migraines. Now, migraines affect 15% of the world, which equates to approximately 1 billion people in the world. Once again, it affects females more so than males. Now, pain is usually a lot stronger than tension type headache. Pain is usually felt on one side of the head exclusively. So usually either from the eye or the eyebrow, the top of the head, or even behind the head, but it is usually always on the one side. It can, however, switch from side to side. Other possible symptoms include nausea and vomiting. Aura symptoms is a tribute to migraines as well. So some people can have visual disturbances where they may see black or white specks in the visual field or a shimmering zigzagging line. They also do get sensitive to light, sound or smell, much like tension type headache. Other symptoms include neurological symptoms where you can have pins and needles or numbness or weakness down one side of the body or both sides of the body. You may also have and experience speech disturbances. Now, pain scale is on moderate to severe. So unlike tension headache is mild to moderate, migraines is more severe, moderate to severe. And it can last anywhere between 4 hours to 3 days. The other most common type headache is something called sinus headaches. Now, sinus headache is usually attributed with sinus infections. Now, pain is usually located around the sinus, in and around the eyes, nose, or the forehead region, or even around the cheeks, usually where the sinal glands are. Now, pain scale to this is somewhere anywhere between mild to moderate, and the duration can last anywhere between 30 minutes even to 7 days. Now, the final and most common headache, but the most excruciating headache, is something called cluster headache. Now, cluster headache is regarded as the most painful and the most excruciating headache that one can exhibit. It does affect men 3 times more than females. Now, pain is usually located only in the one eye itself. Other symptoms that people with cluster headaches attribute to is that they usually receive a very red and a very watery eye. The nose can become very congested. The eyelid is very swollen and often droops down half of the eyelid. Now, pain scale, as mentioned before, is of extreme level and is commonly known as suicide headache or even ice pick headache. It's often called and regarded as suicide headache because 60% of those who suffer from cluster headaches have had the thoughts of suicidal thoughts. It's also known as ice pick headache because it feels like an ice pick, a hot iron ice pick, penetrated through one's eye and going through the back of the head. Females also report this as being worse than childbirth. Now, these are the 4 most common types of headaches. Once again, they are tension type headache, migraine, sinus headache, or even cluster headache. For more information about these symptoms, feel free to visit our website on 1-800 sinutheadache.com.au, or feel free to call us on 1-800-HEADACHE for further information. Thank you. My name is Bertrand Doeuk. I'm the director of the Brisbane Headache Migraine Clinic, and have a great day.